everybody, welcome. Another edition of That's Railroad. We bring the railroad to you. We do love doing it too. I'm going to go over today. We had a recent shutdown. Didn't run any trains. We had miners' vacation. Every week, miners get 2 weeks of vacation. And our vacation this year was last week in July, first week in August. I wasn't here. I actually took the vacation period off. But we had contractors out here. Some of our guys did work, then they could take a week later or 2 weeks later, whatever they want. But had a lot of contract. We got a lot done. They got a lot done here on the track. Spent a lot of money. Very impressive. A lot of good stuff got done. So we're going to go over today's video. What they got done, and it's pretty cool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Like I said, I was on vacation. I was not here. I didn't get any videos made. How about that? But my good friend Mark did. He was out here. He goes by the username of What Do I Do Next? And he was out here and he taped a bunch of stuff that you'll see for you guys. He did that for you. He gave up his personal time to come out here so you guys could see some of the stuff that got done. So that won't be in this video. I might throw a few little clips in here and there that he did, but there will be videos on that, full-length videos on that here coming out. All right, so let's go over what we got done. I'm on my way in. Train just went up through. I'm on my way into the harbor. It's here close to the end of my shift, so I hope you enjoyed today's show. Okay, here's one of the things that got done is the entire deck on Bridge 11 got replaced, and it needed it. So this is very, very welcome addition to get this done. And when they do stuff like this, I always like to go, after they run some trains, I always like to go back and check things out, make sure everything's okay, seated right, and we don't have any problems after some trains have ran. So that's good safety practice. I do that. They replaced the deck here on Bridge 11. A few years ago, we had replaced the rail on the high side, but yeah, this is a very welcome addition, and the guys did an awesome job. Frontier Railroad. This is taped off on the other side. They got to come back at some point and put the guardrails up. I don't know when. That doesn't affect how the train runs. We can run the train. No problem with that. We just can't walk out there. So when they're coming back for that, over there's the guardrails. And that is Whiteley Creek down there. Creek's low. Or creek. There are creeks here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Everywhere else in the world, they're creeks. Creeks and creeks. Anyway, water goes through them. But there we have that. So this is really good. We had Amtrak of Maryland out here tamping. Amtrak of Maryland is a railroad contractor. They are not affiliated or associated with Amtrak, the passenger service. Amtrak of Maryland and Amtrak of Pennsylvania are a railroad contracting company. Amtrak of Maryland was here. They've been here in the past. They did an awesome job. They started at the harbor and tamped all the way up to Bridge 3. About 10.5 miles. And the track looks great. What they did really looks great. Okay. We got the high rail on curve 15 replaced. I don't know exact footage. I'm guessing it's right around 1,000 feet of new steel on the high side on curve 15. That's up by bridge 2. Several bad sticks of rail also got replaced here and there as needed. Okay, so it was a very successful vacation shutdown. Really, a lot got done. A lot got done, and I'm very happy and pleased to be able to say that. Okay, and there's more. Tie gang was in. They put in 2,400 brand new ties from the harbor up to the mine. I don't know exactly how far they got up there, but so that's a welcome addition. 2,400 ties. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. They hauled some ballast here and there. Okay, let's stop down there at bridge 11. Start that out. Show you this. Show you some of the track that got tamped down through here, and the tamper got pressure washed. I knew there was something else, more stuff that got done. The tamper got pressure washed. All 3 of our locos got pressure washed. They look a whole lot better. There was a new valve, shut-off valve installed in our 12-inch water line. We have a 12-inch water line. It runs water from the river up to the prep plant. So that valve got installed. Very, very, it was great to see that happen also. I said, I'm very pleased. I am very pleased with the large amount of work that got done during this shutdown. And I don't know what all they did down over where they load the barges. I don't know that. I don't know what they did at the prep plant. I know they had rotary breaker problems up there before a couple months ago, and I know they worked on the rotary breaker, but that's all I know about what happened there. But we're running trains, we're running coal, and that's good, and we're running trains safer now than we so with all this extra work, really tightened up our track a good bit. Much needed. It's Bridge 12, milepost 13.5. Oh, another thing. Our track, the entire length of our track got walked by 2 different people. One right before the shutdown and one right after the shutdown. So that was a good thing. And whatever small, you see paint marks here and there, whatever small corrections needed to be done when Amtrak went through. Very often, well, not very often, but joint bars do break when they're lifting that rail up. They did break one rail. That rail got replaced. So they walk and sometimes, and when you're lifting the track up like this with the tamper, sometimes the bolts get loose in the joints if they're not super tight to begin with. So, and sometimes when you lift the track up, spikes pull out. So all that kind of stuff got painted and got marked when the guy walked the track after Amtrak went through, and that stuff is getting. My buddy's been on the corrections job, been on a hauling up Tampin, and my buddy's been on the corrections job here, so getting those things taken care of. Alrighty. So the track looks great. Really looks great, and rides nice. So that's wonderful. All right. Milepost 14.0. Take you down over the bridge, and then I'll get off of here and show you the rest of the video. I mean, this track, it really looks good. Amtrak does an excellent job when they come in here. The Tampa operator is a good friend of mine, Richie. He's an excellent operator, and he understands track geometry very well, and how to set curves up. And he's a professional. That's what he does for a living. He's a professional tamper operator. It's what he does every day, and he does it on railroads all over. So, you know, he knows what he's doing. Okay, Bridge 13. All right, we'll be back. Well, this is Bridge 5. This deck got replaced during our recent vacation shutdown. And you say they put these, used to be a solid here. I like these a whole lot better. It is Mine Safety Health Administration approved. And they also put in grading. Before, they had solid sheets of steel here. How about that? So, this looks a whole lot better. Guys, looks like the guys did a fantastic job. And putting this together. Well, this is something else that got done. Well, it doesn't affect our during our 2-week shutdown, but it doesn't affect the track. We have a 12-inch water line that draws water out of the Monongahela River. It's down at the harbor, and it pumps water up to the mine. This is an original installation when they built the track. They laid the water line, the 12-inch water line, and it goes on up through there all the way to the mine. And that's what the prep plant and underground uses for water for the most part. But, you know, being we've had numerous leaks over the years, with this 12-inch steel line. And currently we have a shut-off down at our Mapletown ballast pile, and we've got one up at 79 tunnel. So if we get a water leak down this way, we got to go up all the way up to where 79 tunnel is, come down over the hill, walk down the tracks, and shut that valve off. I actually took that valve up for them many years ago. That was so I think that was around 2012. I took it up there in my big high rail truck, set it in place for them. It was a big valve like this. Anyway, but that's if we have a leak anywhere down here from 79 tunnel on down, we got to go up there, shut that valve off. I suggested over quite a few years ago, I says, why don't we get a shut off valve here? So you can just drive right to it right there. Don't have to go all the way up there. That's another time you go up there, shut that valve off, come back, that's 45 minutes. It's right here close. Why don't we do this? Well, they actually did it, this shutdown. So that'll be really, really nice when we have a water leak anywhere from here to the harbor. Can shut this off up here. And how they know if they have a water, of course it's all buried. In some places this pipe is buried 10 to 12 feet deep, believe it or not, down through there. They put it in the ground. How they tell if they have a water leak, the pressure drops off. You know, they have 3 pumps down at the water treatment plant, and the pump there, and they monitor the pressure. So if the pressure drops off, they know they have a water leak somewhere. So supposedly this is what's called a flow meter, and I have no idea how it works, but that will obviously, if your pressure drops off, your flow would drop off. So somehow they can read this, and again, I don't know how it works, but they'll be able to tell if they do have a water leak better. How about that? There you go. Okay. All righty. Train just went by here. I'm heading out on track. Well, number one, Loco got a pressure washing job. All 3 of our Locos got pressure washed. Looks a lot cleaner. The mechanic's up there working on the front, fixing something on it on the front end. I don't know what he's fixing. Anyway, this locomotive got 2 new trucks put on it. Well, they're rebuilt trucks. That is the EMD HTC truck. And that right there is your speed recorder. Okay, let's go over and take a close-up. That's how they adjust the brakes right there. And is that made in Canada? Hyatt. Six and 1/2 by 12 inch. There you go.
Well, look at this wonderful new addition to our bathhouse. These mini splits. It was, without those in there, they just put them in during vacation period. Without those in there, it was so hot in here. It was unbelievable. And then with the shower right here, when the guys would shower, all the steam would come out here and it just got unbearable. So what a very, very welcome addition to our bathhouse this is. It's cool in here. Those two units do a good job.